Look at this big trawler, a 47-foot Great Harbor. Let's walk around and tour it. Looking up on the bow, you see an anchor pulpit with two anchors. The one to my left, starboard, is a rock nut anchor with the roll bar, like a racing car. And the one to my right, port side, is a Guardian or Fortress aluminum version of a Danforth style anchor. And then something that you do not see too often is this rope coming all the way down to the bow of the boat. This is called the pulling eye. So when you're anchoring the boat and you're figuring out your scope, don't forget you also have to count the distance from the water line all the way back up to the anchor pulpit, which I'm going to guess is in the neighborhood of 8 feet, 9 feet, maybe even 10 feet. So this big long rope that's secured to the bow of the boat is your pulling eye, and that takes almost 10 feet out of the scope calculations for anchoring, and that also acts as a snubber. So when you're anchoring with 100% chain, that is your snubber or your shock absorber. Looking in the bow of the boat, you can see the painted water line, the actual water line, and then of course the bow thruster there with the duo prop, contra-rotating two propellers on the bow thruster, and you can see them turning. So that's a double prop, contra-rotating propellers. And look at how wide and how flat this boat is. Plenty of interior space, plenty of buoyancy, flotation. And then look up on the top of the boat, you can see all of those portholes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 portholes. And then going up, you can see the pilot house. And the saloon is wide, very wide saloon, going from one gunnel on the starboard side to the gunnel here on the port side. So the cabin interior space is giant. Not much outside deck space, but cabin interior space is huge. And you can see here, this is a generator exhaust. And that red piece is sling. See one over there? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this boat requires 4 straps to lift it out of the water with a travel lift. Coming a little bit further stern, you can see the propellers. This is a twin engine boat. I'll get around and show you the other engine in a moment. But this is a skeg. This is protecting the propeller and the rudder. And you can see some wear marks right there where it's brushed up or bumped up against something. Walking around the swim platform, very large, huge swim platform. And then looking back down here, you can see the port rudder, skeg, propeller, and then the starboard there to the other side, and then a stern thruster here in between the two rudders. So just like the bow thruster, we also have a stern thruster there. Starboard rudder, port rudder, looking at the zincs. You can see we've got a scuba diving type swim ladder right here. So you've got your big flipper will go there, your other big flipper there, your other big flipper here, all the way back up onto the stern of the boat. And you can see it's from Baltimore, Maryland, down here in Florida for the winter season, snowbird. And looking back to the starboard, you can see the other skeg, propeller, and rudder. So this is a Great Harbor 47, very large cruising boat, lot of interior space. If you want to learn more about cruising, spending the winter in Florida with the snowbirds, or just getting started with the snowbird routine or with the Great Loop, look us up on the internet. Ask Captain Chris.